Today we have brought you the latest Tesla news. Tesla China celebrates 2 million vehicle production at Giga Shanghai. New Tesla Supercharger includes pull-through charging stalls. Cybertruck Release Candidate spotted supercharging, shows why we need V4. And new Tesla Model 3 not coming to North America until early 2024. Let's get into all the details. So let's get started. Tesla China recently announced a new milestone from Gigafactory Shanghai. Less than 4 years since the facility started its operations, Giga Shanghai has produced its 2 millionth vehicle. The milestone was announced on Tesla China's social media platform. The EV maker shared a photo of the milestone, featuring the Giga Shanghai team together with a red Tesla Model Y that's fresh off the assembly line. Several team members could be seen holding signs and balloons in the image as they posed for the celebratory photo. Tesla highlighted Giga Shanghai's accomplishment, noting that it took a whole 33 months before the facility was able to produce its 1 millionth vehicle, but it only took 13 months before the next 1 million vehicles were produced. The production of the next 1 million, Giga Shanghai's 3 millionth car, will likely take an even shorter time. Tesla formally announced that it had produced its 1 millionth vehicle in August 2022, less than 3 years since the plant was commissioned. Another key milestone from Gigafactory Shanghai was announced this past July when Tesla China stated that the facility had produced its 1 millionth Model Y crossover. Tesla started the construction of Gigafactory Shanghai in January 2019. And the facility held its first employee deliveries of the domestically produced Model 3 sedan at the end of the year. Giga Shanghai was Tesla's first electric vehicle factory that was built on foreign soil. Its rapid build-out is yet to be matched by projects such as Giga Berlin, Giga Texas, and Giga Mexico. Gigafactory Shanghai currently stands as Tesla's largest factory by volume, and it also serves as the company's primary vehicle export hub. Moving to the next update, new Tesla Supercharger includes pull-through charging stalls. Many Tesla owners who tow have experienced difficulty in having to detach their trailers when charging at superchargers. Many have requested pull-through charging lanes, though only a handful of Tesla's charging stations include them. This week, however, the automaker opened one of its largest supercharger stations yet, featuring a couple of tow-friendly chargers, solar canopies, and a staggering number of regular stalls. Tesla opened a new supercharger station in Quartzsite, Arizona, this week, as posted to the Tesla charging account on Tuesday. Along with 4 solar canopies of varying sizes, the station also has 2 charging stalls alongside a pull-through lane, offering easy access for those with trailers. Upon completion, the station is set to include 84 supercharging stalls, though only 60 of them are currently active, while the other 24 remain covered. All of them are V3 superchargers, meaning they offer up to 250 kilowatt of max power for faster charging. The new supercharger station is located at 350-370 Main Event Lane in Quartzsite, Arizona, not far from another station, including both V2 and V3 stalls. Crucially, the station is also right off of the heavily traveled Interstate 10, which runs through several southern states, from Florida to California. The news comes just months after automakers including Ford, General Motors, Rivian, and more announced plans to build their future models with Tesla's charging port. The shift will give these and other brands access to Tesla's vast supercharging network, though many current owners have expressed concerns over stations becoming extremely busy. Moving to the next update, Cybertruck Release Candidate spotted supercharging, shows why we need V4. A Tesla Cybertruck, labeled as an RC engineering prototype, has been spotted supercharging in Las Vegas, showing why V4 superchargers will be needed as more vehicles get access to the supercharger network. The Tesla Cybertruck is coming soon, and we've been seeing more and more pics and videos of it testing in recent days. We've seen it towing a trailer with the frunk open and liner installed and the components under the hood in the interior. We've also seen it wearing silly wraps, looking like an F-150 or a Tundra. But now we're seeing it in new clothes, with stickers on the side and rear that say RC Build Engineering Prototype. In software, RC stands for Release Candidate and is used to designate an internal build of software that is basically the final internal version before release. It's further along than the alpha and beta versions would be. And so, this is the final version of the Cybertruck before going into full production, if Tesla's stickers are to be believed. In the video, we can see that the RC has several wires and sensors attached. 2 are taped to the vehicle near the charging port, and 1 runs between the tow hitch area and the rear passenger window. The driver of the truck is an employee, wearing a McKinley Laboratory t-shirt though, as you might expect, he couldn't say anything about what was happening. The video, posted to YouTube by Tesla Uber Guy, shows the truck charging at a supercharger, but due to the truck's size, the cable is looking a bit stretched. There's still some slack in it, but not much, and you can tell that the truck is cheated to the right side of the parking spot to give a little extra room. Anyone who has supercharged will know that the cables aren't very long and don't give you a ton of wiggle room when backing into a spot. You feel like you need to get quite close to the charger in order to reach it. But the Cybertruck compounds this problem by being a much larger vehicle and thus taking up most of the spot. Tesla says the Cybertruck will be the first sub-19-foot pickup with 4 doors and a 6-foot bed, but that's still about 3 feet longer than a Model 3, and it will be wider as well. The Cybertruck's charging port is on the wheel well, which is a little further forward in the vehicle than the ports that are placed beside the taillight in other Teslas. This Cybertruck RC also has a tow hitch attached, which in the video looks like it's very close to bumping against a Tesla charging only sign. The Cybertruck may have been able to supercharge just fine in this video, but it might be more difficult in a crowded lot or if the tailgate on the truck is down due to hauling things. In that case, V2 and V3 superchargers seem like they simply won't have enough slack to reach the charging port above the wheel well of the Cybertruck. Luckily, the new V4 superchargers are rolling out, and one major improvement they come with is longer cables. Instead of the short cables on previous supercharger versions, the V4 includes a roughly 10-foot long cable, but they can't come soon enough. Moving to the last update, new Tesla Model 3 not coming to North America until early 2024. Tesla launched the new Model 3 last week in China and several other markets where vehicles built at Giga Shanghai are exported to, but strangely missing from that list was Canada. While Tesla has not officially announced why Canada was excluded, we are learning more about how much longer North Americans will have to wait to receive the refreshed Model 3. Soon after the launch on Friday, Drive Tesla was first to report that Project Highland would not be making an appearance in North America this year. This was based on internal communication to some Tesla staff, a copy of which was shared with them, that explained the delay but did not provide a specific date for when it would launch in Canada or the US, except that it wouldn't be until 2024. Since then, we have learned more information about why there has been a delay, and there are a few reasons. Perhaps the biggest are differing regional requirements that will likely require small changes between those cars destined for China and Europe and those for Canada and the US. This is something that was hinted at in the internal communication, which spoke to differences between vehicles built at different locations. Unfortunately, we don't know what those differences might end up being, but we doubt they will be anything that will substantially change the look and feel of the car once it arrives on North American shores. Another suspected reason for the delay is crash testing that hasn't been completed yet but will be soon. According to third-party companion app Teslascope, who has previously provided reliable information on Project Highland, these tests should be performed before the end of October. All of this translates into a potential launch in North America in early 2024, based on everything mentioned here is going smoothly. For Canada, that will mean imports from Giga Shanghai, but for US buyers, that will mean upgrades to Fremont's Model 3 production lines, which will reportedly be completed by the end of September. Again, if everything goes smoothly. While it was disappointing to be left out of the release of the new Model 3, we at least now have a rough timeline of when we can expect to see it land in North America. That's it for now. So what are your thoughts about this? Let us know in the comments. Stay tuned at the electric arena for all the latest Tesla and electric vehicle news.